Oh, I think a woman should be able to kill one man a month. What's that? He has like a disease or something where you can't talk. He had a stutter. When I was born, some of the doctors said I had the rib cage of a large cat. And some of the doctors said I had the heart of a lesbian. Sorry, guys. My stepdad's in the hospital. Not really. He actually passed away a couple years ago. But if you pet a dog and he don't walk off, God, I love that. God, I love that. Oh, make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. You know what I'm saying?
Like last year, I was in Australia twice. And so that's...
Ain't no way he just did this.
I cut my hair. Yes, I was impatient. So, let me just tell you how my brain... Let me tell you my excuse. I would prefer to grow my hair out for the next 6 months like I did before than to keep buying K18 products. I put the K18 in my hair and it taken my roots, but it did not take in the straight pieces. Yes, there were still straight pieces. The only reason I didn't cut my hair was because of my family members' comments, and then I realized that's the only reason I'm not cutting my hair. It's not because I didn't want to. So then I cut my hair and I felt way better. Now I don't have to wake up every day and figure out what I'm going to do. But I have some things to tell you guys. I am going to do my facial. I have checked off something off my bucket list. I have checked something off my bucket list. Like, there's other things I can't believe I'm doing that I have checked off. Like, you know, when you're little, there's certain things you want and then you get them and you don't even realize, right? But right now, the things are getting bigger. So I can't believe I got the opportunity to work at the Thanksgiving parade as a production assistant. Like, this is something I wanted to do last year. I applied and I didn't get the job. And then the year before that, I went with my family to New York to see the Thanksgiving parade. I didn't get to see the parade. And this year, I did. Ooh, that water is dangerously cold. So yeah, I did my nails, I packed my stuff, and I got ready to go to New York. I called my aunt that lives in the Bronx, and she said of course I could stay with her. I vlogged the whole trip. No, I'm lying. I vlogged part of the trip because on the second, it was 2 days that I worked. On the second day, I, like an amateur, left my so I took my camcorder, and the video footage is gonna look a little wonky because just go with it for the aesthetic. It's gonna look great, it's fine. I left my camcorder, the second day I left my camcorder at home because after the first day of working, the first day was called the Inflation Parade. And after the first day of working, I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I almost cried. Like, I was in my aunt's house, in the dark, almost about to cry. I worked from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., but I didn't get back to my aunt's house till 10, right? I didn't get there till 10 because I had to figure out how to get onto the train after the inflation event because some of the trains were shut off, which was stupid because, you know, I don't know New York. So now I'm walking around New York with my cousin on the phone, and she's telling me like where to go, and then I'm asking officers and I'm asking people. People in New York are actually really nice. They're nice. They're actually nicer, I feel like, than Bostonians or whatever we're called. I have to hurry up because it's burning. It's burning my face. But yeah, I got home at 10, and then I showered and like prepared for bed, and by the time I was done with all that, it was 12. So then I'm laying here in bed about to cry because I have to be up at 2 because I have to catch the bus that's outside my cousin's house at 3 because I have to be in downtown New York by 4. So I was literally sitting there about to cry, And then I told myself not to cry because, like, this is a part of my story. You know, this is a part of all the shit I had to go through.
And I had no time to cry anyways.
The way I feel about New York is different now. I was absolutely scared, and every New Yorker I talked to had proven me wrong. I was judging New York. And I have been for many years, because every time I go to New York, I hate it. But then, because I was there by myself and I was forced to be there, like be there, be present, and be aware of everything because I'm not from there, I'm like, oh shit, this place may not be terrible. Taking the train there was scary because I've noticed that there's a lot, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women in New York, but in the morning it was mostly men on the train, and then when I was heading home it was mostly men on the train. So I was just like, what is going on? And I felt safe every time I saw children because I'm like, okay, wherever there's children there is peace. The things I tell myself to feel good. But shout out to my cousin Giselle for, you know, helping me find my way home. Shout out to my sister Frances. GPS kept not working while I was there, so I was like calling my sister, telling her what block I was on, and then she would like tell me where to go because my phone was just like being wonky. But I will be taking footage from a couple people on YouTube that recorded the parade, and I'm gonna tell you about my experience. I do have some footage of my own from that day, but I didn't keep my camera with me because I wanted to keep it professional. But honestly, I feel like I could have gotten away with it. Again, I need to take more risks. Like, that was another risk I missed on an opportunity on. Let's just go.
Bye, see you later. Good luck.
Okay, so I'm here in the Bronx, and it is 10:40. It's raining, so I'm home. Tomorrow is work day number 1.
I feel nervous, but honestly, it's not because it's my first day. I honestly just feel nervous because I do not want to get lost. I promise you, if I get lost, I will go all the way back home. And I do mean all the way back home. Now that I've achieved the opportunity to work for the Macy's parade during the worst possible time in history, I'm determined to put myself out there and do things that truly scare me. Like the first one, which I do easily, but it still is nerve-wracking, is make a new connection. Like a new connection that I could actually gain knowledge from. 2, I want to be put in a position where I'm a leader and I have to talk to people. And 3, while I'm out here in New York, I really want to go try some new food. Like, just get out of the house and try something. Midday, I was moved to the entrance on 72, and let me tell you, boy, that is not for the weak. Like, it was the entrance, and people already had like 45 minutes to go. Once they reached me, they had to loop around just to come back to me. So I had a lot of people trying to offer me money, trying to plead and jump the gate. I had an old lady yell in my face. I asked her, I'm like, ma'am, can I see your ID? And she got angry with me. She got angry with me because I asked to see if she lived on the street. And then she proceeded to take out her ID and shake it in my face. And I was like, ma'am, I cannot see the address if you're shaking the ID. But all she did all I did was make her even angrier. So now this old lady's angry and still shaking the ID, so I attempt to grab it and I see it and I look at her. I say, "Ma'am, you do not live on this street." And then she yanks the ID out of my hand and gets back in line. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That was an experience. I'm happy and I'm grateful that I got this experience. And there's also a couple things I wish I would have done better, you know? I was just thinking like the whole time, like, I'm really in a movie right now. It felt so magical. I was like, oh my God, this is why I do what I do. I do everything for experience. And I know I am shooting towards a goal, but I am literally shooting towards it. Everything I do is for experience. Everything I do is just so I could literally do it because I'm alive. I did make a connection, and it wasn't in the way that I expected. I didn't even realize it until I left, till I bought my ticket and went home. I was like, oh my God, I just made a new connection. I talked to the stage manager for the Thanksgiving parade, for the Macy's Thanksgiving parade, and it was wonderful talking to her. And then I learned a lot about her and about what my next moves should probably be. And when I do it again, I would just want them to hire me to record the whole behind the scenes. That's what I would want, just that. But it was a great experience. I was blessed to see the parade in front of me. It literally felt like it was for me. So I checked that off the list. I made a new connection. She was great. And the next thing on my list was to step out of my comfort zone, which I believe I did when they placed me at 72. When they placed me on 72th Street, I had to talk to people I didn't want to talk to. I literally was forced to deal with crowd control, which I know was a part of the job, but I didn't know I was going to have to do it, and I actually did it, which was so nervous because grown-ass adults will act like kids. And the last thing was I wanted to try new foods and I wanted to get out there, but I took the opportunity away from myself when I was heading home from the inflation event because I was just so nervous. It was nighttime. I was scared about being in the Bronx at night, and I could have eaten before I got to the Bronx, but I did not want to get to the Bronx when it was too late. I did not want to do that. So I missed out on that opportunity, and honestly, I went home right after the event because I refused to stay in Boston, in New York any longer. I wanted to go home. No offense, New York. I wanted to go home. Would I go back? Yes, I'm going to go back. I'm going 100% going to go back because there's a lot of things I have to do in New York, but I had to go home. I had to go. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching because, you know, these clips were very scratchy looking. I'm probably I'm lying. I'm probably going to use that camera again because I actually don't hate the style. I just have to figure out how to fix the clips because, yeah, you guys see what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, if you're wondering about the whole driver's license thing, I did go back home to practice with my mom, and I got anxious. Oh, no. Se me olvidó.
¿Ya te olvidó qué?
So voy para atrás.
Ajá, al paso. I don't remember what to do. Dándole el paso así, para que vaya, pegándote para allá, pegándote para... Ma, why is your car going forward? Dale, químico, que está para abajo. Porque tú no
But it's
bajas.
on reverse.
Pero tú no bajas. Por eso es que se quiere ir para afuera, para abajo.
Oh.
¿Qué me está yendo? ¿Por qué se está yendo?
Why is it going forward?
Dale, dale.
Ma, this is making me nervous. I don't
Ok,
wanna
no,
do
dale,
this.
pon el cosa para ver si se va para adelante o para atrás.
Because it's been a while since I've practiced driving. Like, I need to stop doing that. But I got anxious and I did not go to my test. So, nope. I need to practice and then go take the test the same week. Because I know how to drive. I drive. My family doesn't get it because my mom's confused because I drive. If I need to drive, I'm going to drive. When it comes to being in a test and having to do things a certain way, yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm going to end this video with saying, keep being cringy, keep being weird, and keep soaking up knowledge. Always look for opportunities to grow is what I'm trying to say. Always look for opportunities to learn something. And just do the shit that you want to do. Like, stop being so freaking scared. I'm always scared and I always do it. Just freaking do it. Because if you don't do it, you're going to be old and not be able to move. And then you're going to be like, I wish I would have done that one thing that I didn't do because I was stupid. Not saying that you're stupid, but do it. Just do it. On that note, I'm going to go. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
I had to stop myself from crying because I literally had no time to cry. If I would have made time to cry, I would have probably had like an hour and a half to sleep. So I promised myself, if I'm still feeling the way I'm feeling now when I get back home, I will cry and I will sit in my feelings. But as of this moment, I have no time and I need to take my ass to bed.
I would have loved to do like the behind the scenes of the Thanksgiving parade, which maybe I will get to do next year.